In the shadowed fringes of the Orion Spur, where rogue planets drifted like forgotten relics and mining colonies clung to asteroid belts rich with rare isotopes, Captain Elias Thorne commanded the starship Endeavour. His vessel was a weathered freighter, patched from countless runs through pirate-infested nebulae, hauling cargo from outpost to outpost in a galaxy that rewarded the bold and punished the reckless. Elias was a man of grand designs. He pored over star charts in the dim glow of the bridge, mapping routes that promised fortune. A shortcut through the Veil Nebula, too, a newly discovered vein of quantum crystals on a distant moon. "This haul will set us up for life," he told his crew, his voice booming with certainty. "We'll outmaneuver the armadas, undercut the traders, and claim what's ours." His heart burned with plans. Wealth to build a secure haven on a stable world. Power to forge alliances that no rival could break. Beside him, always in the quiet corners of the ship, was his wife, Lyra. She had journeyed with him since their early days on a frontier station. Her presence a steady anchor amid the chaos of hyperspace jumps and sudden ambushes. Lyra rarely raised her voice in the crew meetings or challenged Elias outright. Instead, she moved through the ship like a gentle current, tending the hydroponics bay, listening to the engineer's gripes, or sitting with Elias in the evenings, her hand resting lightly on his as he sketched his schemes. One night, as the Endeavour skirted a swirling gas giant, Elias laid out his boldest plan yet, a direct run into contested space to seize a derelict station rumored to hold ancient tech. The risks were high. Pirate fleets patrolled there, and rival miners had staked claims. But the reward could eclipse all their past ventures. "Men make the arrangements in their minds," he muttered to himself, tracing the route on the holodisplay, "and fortune favors the daring." Lyra watched from the doorway, her eyes soft with concern. She stepped closer, not to command the bridge, but to stand beside him. "Elias," she said quietly, her words measured and warm, like light filtering through a nebula's haze. "We chart our paths with care, but the stars themselves guide the ship's course. What if we rolled our labors toward something surer? Steady trades with the allied outposts, building trust along known lanes?" He paused, her touch on his shoulder a subtle restraint against his impulse. In her calm gaze, he glimpsed a deeper truth. Pride in one's own cunning often preceded a fall, like a ship overthrusting into a gravity well. Arrogance blinded pilots to hidden dangers, while humility opened eyes to safer passages. Yet Elias pressed on, swayed by whispers from a shady trader they'd docked with earlier, a man whose sly winks and twisted promises spoke of quick gains. "Better a little earned justly," Lyra murmured later, as they shared a simple meal in their quarters, than vaults of crystals gained through shortcuts that invite ruin. Honest scales weigh true in the end, even out here where laws are sparse. The crew split in subtle ways. Some followed Elias's fire, drawn to the thrill. Others heeded Lyra's gentle counsel in private conversations, choosing caution. When the Endeavour finally plunged into the contested zone, Elias's plans unraveled. Pirates ambushed them not by chance, but tipped off by that deceitful trader whose perverse schemes had entangled them. Blaster fire scarred the hull, cargo bays breached, and lives hung by fraying threads. In the heat of retreat, Elias felt the weight of his unchecked ambition, but Lyra's steady presence rallied the crew, her soft instructions through the comms, her questions that prompted wiser, evasive maneuvers. They escaped, battered but alive, limping back to a friendly outpost. Months later, the Endeavour thrived on humbler roots. Elias had learned to commit his ventures to a greater design, seeking paths aligned with integrity and patience. Alliances grew strong with honest traders. Peace settled over the ship like a protective shield. Those who clung to pride and strife found only empty holds and broken trusts, while the quiet voice of wisdom, spoken through a woman's restrained insight, led to enduring light amid the vast, unforgiving frontier. In the end, even the lots cast in the helm's random draws fell under a higher order, reminding them that true direction came not from force, but from yielding to the better way.